Warning, cheaters may contain adult themes and strong language. Parents are cautioned that this program may not be suitable for children. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
There's another kiss before he leaves.
How can he do this to me? How the hell could you do this to me? I've seen you go to her apartment. I've seen you go shopping and buy things for her.
No, I don't need this. I don't need this.
From Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue.
It's just like he's just trying to keep a big secret from me.
I just can't take the lies.
I just can't go on anymore. I need to know the truth.
I don't like being the one that has to show you this.
Yeah, we got it right now. They're heading south.
I'm tired of the excuses.
This is something that I've got to know.
They're together right now. There they are. Let's go.
What's up, homie? Who are you, homie?
How did you do this to me?
Man,
Stop! Ow! Stop! Mitch, stop!
you better get right with God.
I love you. I'm so sorry.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Greetings, I'm Joey Greco. Thank you for watching another thrilling installment of Cheaters. Allow me to introduce Shelby Baker, a dedicated wife concerned about her husband's unpredictable behavior. Ready to end the uncertainty, Shelby summons the courage to contact cheaters.
Shelby Baker, age 27, an interior designer worried that her husband is distancing himself from their troubled marriage.
The moment that I felt that I knew that I was just head over heels, truly in love with him, was when I saw him play with his son. His wife had dropped off his son at the office, and he played with him and showed him around to everybody and introduced him to the mail room on up to the executives in the company. And just to see how proud he was of his boy, I just knew that this guy was something really special. The problems that we've been having lately is basically I don't see him. He's not home. And when he is home, he's on the cell phone. He's talking in another room. He says it's because he doesn't want to disturb me. He doesn't want to bring the work home with him and ruin the time we do have together. But, you know, I tell you, that cell phone rings at the oddest hours. And I just don't believe that clients, I don't care what coast they're from, I just don't believe clients are calling at these hours. He asked me to meet him at his office to have dinner. We were going to go out to dinner. I hadn't seen him, you know, in a week because he'd been so busy. So we were both, I thought, looking forward to this dinner. So I show up at his office and he's not there. And no messages for me, no, he didn't call me on my cell phone or leave me a message. I mean, nothing, he's just not around. I call him, I can't reach him at first. Then about 10 minutes later, I'm able to reach him, and he says, oh no, honey, sorry, I had a meeting with clients. Sorry, I'm not gonna be able to make dinner. Just go home, don't wait up for me, and I'll see you later. And it was then that I thought, something's going on. If I found out it was true, I mean, I am still young. And I suppose, you know, I will take care of myself. I'll always take care of myself. I could watch him pack up. He would certainly move out. It would be over.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters licensed investigators may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Richard Baker, likeness withheld, age 29. An architect suspected of ignoring his wife's need for emotional support. Investigation Day 2. After reviewing all possible leads, Cheaters investigators concealed themselves in an inconspicuous location just across the street from the suspect's workplace. After several hours of surveillance, Cheater's PIs observe suspect Richard Baker, whose likeness has been withheld, casually exiting the building. On this gorgeous day in the bustling city, suspect Baker has a brief exchange with a warmly dressed, unidentified woman. Tight on suspect Baker's trail, Cheater's agents closely monitor his every move until he again meets up with the same unidentified woman a short time later. The two rendezvous at a nearby cigar shop to pick out the latest Cuban special. After emerging from the store, suspect Baker immediately sparks up a cigar and then offers it to his giggling companion. Moments later, the couple walks around the corner to grab a bite at a popular bistro. Suspect Baker appears captivated by his companion as the two carry on a lengthy conversation during their meal. A short while later, Cheater's inspectors spot the two, arm in arm, advancing down the busy boulevard. As their lunch date comes to an end, suspect Baker plants a big one on his companion before sending her off in a taxi. Investigation Day 7. Determined to gain further insight, Cheater's intelligence places several field operatives near suspect Baker's workplace. After manning their posts, Cheater's agents quickly determine that trouble is indeed looming on the horizon. Suspect Baker emerges from the building with his companion, now identified as Melissa Delaplane, not only suspect Baker's love interest, but also his personal assistant at the architecture firm. Braving the wintry conditions, the affectionate co-workers walk for several blocks to a small hole-in-the-wall diner. As suspect Baker enjoys his meal, he spots an opportune moment to offer companion Delaplane a little kiss on the cheek. Always the gentleman, suspect Baker helps his assistant with her coat as the two leave the restaurant. Despite the chilly weather, things heat up between the couple as they hold hands en route to their next destination. Perhaps in a generous mood, suspect Baker and companion Delaplane head to a nearby clothing store for a shopping spree. Appreciative to no end, companion Delaplane offers thanks in the form of a long, affectionate hug. Hand in hand, the two lovebirds progress down the street, ending up at Miss Delaplane's residence. Hoping for some reciprocal generosity, suspect Baker convinces his companion to allow him inside. A while later, Cheater's PIs observe suspect Baker as he departs the residence. Investigation Day 8. In an attempt to locate suspect Baker's whereabouts, Cheater's operatives once again lie low near his place of employment. Apparently unconcerned with his marital status, suspect Baker materializes from the building, again with his affectionate companion in tow. Draping all over one another, the two shamelessly head for a nearby burger joint. Once inside, Cheater's PIs get a close look at the progression of the couple's budding relationship. In a fleeting moment of passion, suspect Baker involuntarily hops up to kiss companion Delaplane, interrupting her mid-sentence. All is forgiven, though, as she gushes at his spontaneous gesture. All the while, suspect Baker shows a complete lack of respect for his wife, as demonstrated in this recorded phone call with Shelby. Cheater's intelligence closes the case and prepares for a somber meeting with Shelby. Coming up, the confrontation.
With Richard's wayward activities brought to light, Cheaters approaches Shelby to reveal the tragic details. Hoping to obtain closure, Shelby takes a bold step toward accepting the truth.
Shelby, thank you for being here tonight. I know it's been some time since you first contacted the show.
Yes.
Shelby, the reason that we did contact you and have you come out this evening, we have compiled some of the information that you've asked us to gather.
Okay.
Shelby, on this day of the investigation, our detectives were stationed outside of Richard's office. They did observe Richard leaving. There's a young lady that he exits the building with. Do you recognize that?
Yes, I know exactly who she is. I mean, she would be leaving the building because she works with him.
Okay.
She's been working in the office for about 6 months now, so of course she'd, you know.
All right. They exchange their farewell and go their separate ways at that point. Our detectives continue to follow Richard. Richard settles in to a bar.
Okay.
But he is met inside by a young lady.
Really?
But after spending some time inside, they exit. He lights a cigar, and they're familiar enough with one another where she takes a couple of puffs on his cigar. From there, they leave this bar and are followed to a restaurant. I know this is upsetting, I'm sorry. As they exit the restaurant, he clearly has his arm around her.
Yeah. Sure does.
He hails her a cab, but before she leaves, he gives her a kiss before she goes on her way. Now, Shelby, on this day of the investigation, our detectives again observed Richard and this young lady leaving for lunch. As they're walking, you can see their behavior as they're very playful with one another.
Yeah.
They're followed to a bar, and after sharing another drink together, there's a tender kiss.
Oh, God.
They are followed again to her apartment.
Oh, God.
Where they do go inside. There's another kiss before he leaves.
How can he do this to me? How can he do this to me? God.
It's gonna be all right. Shelby, I know that this information was unpleasant, and I know it was difficult for you.
It's the hardest thing I've ever had to watch in my life.
And to your knowledge, where do you believe Richard is right now?
Richard's in Chicago.
Okay. Shelby, Richard's not in Chicago. He's with this young lady this evening.
He's with that bitch.
Let me check with the detective right now.
Okay.
And we'll find out where exactly they are. What do you got? They're at a cafe?
They're at a cafe.
All right, how long have they been there? Been there about like 30, 45 minutes. Okay, we're load up right now. All right, bye.
Let's go.
Okay, come with me. The time before you were married, what did you feel about the strength of his commitment?
I trusted it completely. I thought we saw eye to eye. I thought that I fulfilled everything that his first wife didn't. I thought that this was it. This was forever.
Hang on one second. This is the detective. Yeah. Okay, it looks like they're getting ready to pay out. Yeah, just stay on the phone with me. All right. They're starting to move to the door. Stand by. Everybody stand by. They're out? Okay. All right. Okay. We're moving.
Yes.
Okay. They're on the right-hand side. She's got a bluish jacket. I see you. Okay, right there.
Oh my God.
All right, right here. Get out. Hang on, wait till I let him get out.
How the hell could you do this to me?
What is this? What are you doing here?
You're supposed to be in Chicago.
What is this?
Oh, you
Who are
just
you?
shut
Who
up.
are you?
I've seen it. I've seen it all.
You haven't
Don't even
seen
try
what?
to deny
What have
it.
you seen?
I've seen it all. I've seen you go to her apartment. I've seen you go shopping and buy things from her.
No. What?
Does that look like
But
you?
you can't deny
Where
it.
did you get this?
You
What
can't
is it? You
deny
know,
it.
this invasion of privacy. What is this?
Who are you?
We've had detectives following you.
Detectives.
We'll
You've
get to
had
you in a
detectives
second.
following me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Detectives.
So we know
Isn't
what's
that a
been
little
happening.
bit much?
Coming up, the conclusion.
Detectives following you.
Detectives.
We'll
You've
get to
had
you in a
detectives
second.
follling me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Detectives.
So we know
Isn't
what's
that a
been
little
happening.
bit much?
No.
Well, not if you were telling the truth. Your business
Yes.
is architecture, isn't it?
It is.
Do you kiss all your clients? Do you sleep with all your clients?
Look, I don't need this. I don't need
Here.
this.
You need to shut up. You need to shut your mouth right now.
I need to shut my mouth when I've done nothing.
She's been drinking. She's
It's
drunk.
not my responsibility to keep a marriage going. You guys are broken up. You guys are broken up.
She doesn't know what she's saying. All right. Don't listen to her. Do not listen to her.
I think this is a taxi right over here.
It's over.
Is she getting out here? Get this out of here.
Shelby, wait. Shelby. Up.
Yeah, you did, royally.
But I don't want to lose you over this. I made a mistake.
Let's just talk, all right? Come back with us.
Shelby, look, we've been together a long time, and to lose you like this would be horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I was just scared, and I fell into this because I didn't really know what I was doing or where we were going. I didn't know where we were going, and I didn't feel like you were there all the time, and maybe I was just justifying it with that, but I just hit a certain bottom, and I didn't feel like you were there, and I didn't feel like I knew what to do, and it seemed to make sense at the time, and it's the stupidest thing I've ever done.
I just can't see how this is gonna work. I just don't. I can't see how I could ever trust him again.
After the confrontation, Shelby seeks solace among her family and friends. Please stay tuned as Cheaters unveil Shelby's plans for beginning her life anew. But first, Cheaters introduces Patrick Holloway. Patrick returns to Cheaters for a discussion about how his young wife's intervention changed his life.
Patrick Holloway, age 31. Patrick swallows his pride and confesses regrettable errors during his marriage to Sharonda Holloway.
Now first, let me say something. I want to apologize to my wife, you know what I'm saying, on TV, in public. Let her know I'm sorry. I love her. I don't know what I was thinking to even do something like that. But about the bus, y'all got me.
What you think you in here doing, man? I know you been cheating with this bitch. What you think you doing? He married. You know he married. He been married with me for 7 months, and he got kids he don't even take care of. Yeah, you wanted me to stay home tonight so you could be with her. You bought her something for Valentine's. You couldn't even buy me nothing. What is your problem?
She's not used to going by one person's rules, you know what I'm saying, which is her husband. I tell her, don't do this. I mean, she's not used to that yet. But she coming along real good. Sorry.
Damn, I'm sorry they in your face like this, but they had to show me what he was doing, and they showed me he's no good. We ain't even been married a year, and he out here sleeping around, and I knew he was sleeping around.
My wife, she's not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. I mean, we're gonna fix this. We're gonna work this out. There's gonna be bigger problems that come in the future. We gotta get through those together too. We got problems right now that we're going through. Not just the cheater situation. We're putting that behind us.
Although enduring chronic heartache, Shelby Baker confesses that she'll probably give in to Richard's request for a second chance. With the confrontation still fresh in her mind, Shelby says Richard's admission to sleeping with his assistant creates an obstacle that is hard to overcome. Nonetheless, Shelby agrees to visit a marriage counselor and hopes the relationship can withstand the test of time. Richard Baker only admits to fooling around with his assistant, retracting his comment about intimate sexual activity. Richard says that Shelby must take his word on it if the relationship is to continue. To prove his point, Richard is open to taking a polygraph test in hopes that Shelby will forgive him once and for all. Melissa Delaplane says only that the confrontation was quite entertaining, although a little shocking at first. She also says that Shelby is nothing but a drama queen in dire need of attention.
All done, sir.
Thank you, Sonny.
Thank you, Mr. G.